started by saying that we played a good football team tonight. Coach Anderson's done a great job with, at being there and continuing to build with Wisconsin. You know, you walk by their truck out front, and it's got the last 3 championships that they've won. So they're a good football team. They've got some good football players. When you're playing a team like that, you've got to be clicking on all cylinders. I think defensively, we didn't tackle well in space. Again, they've got a couple good backs, there's no question, and they've made people look that way a little bit all year long. But again, they did some things in space that we've got to do better. I think offensively, we didn't start off with the way that we needed to start that football game, and we fell down early. But as we progress through the game, there's a couple things that, of course, you talk about in the red zone and some of those things. But I think our team fought to the end, and they tried to do what they could do to score, to stop them. I didn't see anybody quitting or anything like that. I thought the kids, played hard, and we've got to remember that this is halfway through the season. We're 3-3 at the halfway point. We've got 6 Big Ten games left, and we know that right now it's like going in at half, 0-0, because right now we're 3-3 at the midway point. So that's what we're considering, and that's what we're doing. That's what we talked about as a team, is that right now it's halftime, and it's 0-0, because we're tied. We're 3-3 at the midway point.
Question?
Second half struggles, first half struggles. What do you guys need to do to be better, I guess, starting up half?
Well, I think it first comes with tackling, defensively. Offensively, we have to have consistency. We've got to be able to move the ball in a consistent manner. I would say special teams wise, a couple injuries really took us out of, without having D'Angelo back, and then Miles getting hurt. And to be honest with you, and I just made this comment over the radio, is that we couldn't play a onside team at the end. We felt to be able to stick 5 new faces in there to run our hands team or our onside team, we might as well try to get a surprise or a potted blocking type onside recovery team. So they got some guys dinged up tonight in this football game.
It's encouraging that they responded after being down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud. I mean, this team at least fights. They'll fight to the end, and we understand. And I think that, every game, we just played Nebraska and Wisconsin. I think they were there last December, the last time I looked. And they're 2 pretty good football teams. And we've got ways to go, no question, but we fought. And we've got to continue to fight throughout this football season for this program to move forward. And I don't think that there's questions on these kids' minds that right now they're 3-3, and we've got to take that next step, and that's Michigan State, get prepared for playing another team that's been in the championship the last 2 years.
Team, what do you tell your offense when they got to go against a team that's scoring 50 points and 40 points a game?
Score.
The fumble early between Nathan and Aaron. Do you regret the play or just the execution of the play down there?
No, I think that we've been very successful in the red zone with Aaron in there and Nathan in there. No, we had set up that plan. You can't fumble the football. That's the bottom line, and I don't think that's play calling or that's who's in the football game. You can't fumble. You can't miss tackles. That's not a call. That's not executing what we need to execute to be successful.
Anything else for Coach? Anything else?
What happened with Miles, do you know?
Right now it's a concussion. He just wasn't right. At halftime, he came in and, really, Miles didn't come out of the game or didn't take himself out of the game. It was the players coming up to us and saying something's not right with Miles. What's that?
Fieldhouse's performance.
Nathan's performance, would you say?
Oh, could I? I think that, again, there's just more of a consistent, but, Nathan made some good plays for us, but we just have to do it consistently. We had a couple turnovers or maybe some missed throws that could have been a little bit better, but, when you're playing against a team like Wisconsin, you better be hitting on all cylinders. And he just wasn't tonight, but I think he did some things good enough to score, points for us. So it's never one man's fault. It's never one man's fault, not in the game of football.
Were you satisfied with the amount of touches from Ferguson and Young?
I haven't looked at the film yet, but I think because we got behind, we had to throw the football and try to get points on the board as fast as we can. I think this team is a fast-moving team. We're more successful when we move fast. So, that's, I think that, yeah, we'd like to get the ball in D.Y. and Ferg's hands more, but I think the situation in the football game kind of took maybe a couple carries out of their hands.